This is once again Dr. Rommel M. Asaron to discuss to you another lesson in technical writing. So this time is an analysis and understanding on how the technical works together in different disciplines. So specifically, let us apply this to your field, and this is teacher education. So the audience of this lesson is intended for teacher education students, Bachelor of Secondary Education in English. So let me discuss to you the last lesson for this midterm examination. Here, definition and purpose of technical report, the characteristics of technical report, classification of technical report, part of technical report, progress report, annual report, then proposal. So this talks about the technical report. The objectives of this lesson, we have discussed the definition and purpose of technical report. Second, identify the characteristics of technical report. And the last one is apply the process in writing technical report. What is technical report and its parts? A technical report is a formal report designed to convey technical information in a clear and easily accessible format that is divided into sections which allow different readers to access different levels of information. Parts of technical report. First one is section. Then we have details. Okay, must include the title of the report, reports for assessment where the word length has been specified will often also require the summary, word count, and the main text word count. Summary, a summary of the whole report including important features, results, and conclusions. Contents, numbers and list all sections and subsections headings with page numbers. States the objectives of the report and comment on the way the topic of the report is to be treated. Leads straight into the report itself. It must not be a copy of the introduction in a lab handout. This talks about the introduction. The sections which make up the body of the report, divided into numbered and headed sections. These sections separate the different main ideas in logical order. And the conclusions, a short logical summing up of the theme developed in the main text. So what talks about the references? Details of published sources of material referred to are quoted in the text, including any lecture notes or URL addresses of any websites used. Bibliography, other published sources of material including websites not referred to in the text but useful for background or further reading. So what do you think will be some other ways on differentiating references in bibliography? So if you're going to use APA method or APA format, they usually use the term references. But in some other reports like papers or technical reports in the classroom or the office, they use sometimes bibliography where they list down all the references or materials or sources or other sources from the websites or databases. So there are specific we can also consider that when you have already the undergraduate thesis and dissertations, they usually use in their format the bibliography. Okay? So how about the acknowledgments? List of people who help you research or prepare the report, including your proofreaders. The appendices, if appropriate, Any further material which is essential for full understanding of your report. Example, large-scale diagrams, computer's code, raw data, specifications, statistical computations, but not required by a casual reader. How about the characteristics of technical report? Technical writing, just as any other form of writing, has certain characteristics which distinguish it from other types of writing. It is very different from writing opinion pieces, essays, prose, nonfiction, or fiction. So characteristics of technical report, specifically, they should be clear, straightforward, precise, easily understood, denotative meanings, detailed, very structured, schemable, problem-solving focus. A good technical report should also contain the following characteristics: graphics, factual details, information sources, documentation, realistic audience and situation, headings and lists, special format, production, length, technical content. Classification of technical report. It could be informal reports like memorandum, letter, bulletins, booklets, short reports, abstract, oral field, periodic. Classifications of technical report. Under formal reports, we have proposal, progress report, recommendations, annual report, feasibility study, or research. Informal reports, in some other case, the term informal report denotes short reports. Typical informal report doesn't have the following: cover page, letter of transmittal, title page, table of contents, list of illustrations, common format, the title, author's name, abstract, if any, or text. Informal reports, reports designed for circulation only within an organization. Letter report. Physical properties are the same as typical business letter. Formality can vary according to purpose, type of reader, subject discussed. Written to convey information between organizations whose members know each other well. Opposite to formal letter report, mostly simple, dignified business letters that convey business or technical information from one company to another. While a formal report is a documentation or a document that analyzes information, determines conclusions, and offers recommendations to solve the problem. Formal reports are the result of gathering and analyzing of a large amounts of data. Progress report, written for those who need to keep in touch with what is going on. Main objective is to present information about a work done on a particular project during a particular period of time. It traces the development of a project over a limited period from date of beginning until the date of writing. Considered the most important link in overall communication system since it keeps technical activities and their result continually before the management or administration group. Progress report is still an interim report which may serve only to inform one in charge of the work that satisfactory progress is being made, that the workers are earning their keep. Another important functions, its value as a record for future reference. Generally narrative in style and follows the chronological order, maybe a letter report or formal report. Annual report is a document that public corporations must provide annually to stakeholders that describes their operations and financial conditions. The front part of the report often contains an impressive combination of graphics, photos, or an accompanying narrative, all of which chronicle the company's activities over the past year and may also make forecasts about the future of the company. The back part of the report contains detailed financial and operational information. How about the proposal? A written offer to solve a technical problem in a particular way under a specified plan of management for a certain sum of money. A report which aims to convince a customer that the company or a person presenting it is better qualified to give the product or service needed than all of the other companies or persons submitting the proposals. Defines problems and the means to solve it. The solution of the problem is the meat of the proposal. To be effective, a proposal must contain the essential elements of a good study, also considered a sales tool. It is communication that attempts to sell an idea, concept, pieces of equipment, complex system, or a service. So, guys, let us apply the process of technical writing or writing a technical report. So, thank you so much for listening, and I do hope that you really understood the lesson for this day. Thank you so much, and God bless. Once again, this is Dr. Ramel Azran. Mabuhay.